Initially, when I was contacted about doing this interview, I declined. And the reason I had declined was, not only is this a sensitive topic, it's a very important topic. And I didn't feel like I was the right person to speak on the matter. I was talking to a fellow WWE wrestler who is black, and we were talking about everything that's going on, and he had said that, you too, you face the same things that we as black Americans face, and I said, no, we don't. When I drive and I get pulled over, I'm worried about getting a ticket. I'm not worried about getting shot, ever. So no, we don't have the same fight. I have a fight, you have a war. I didn't feel like I was the right person to come here and talk about the situation. And, I was talking to some friends about it, and one friend in particular, she said, as long as I've known you, you've never held back when it comes to telling the truth. Why are you doing it now? And, I told her I didn't feel I was the right person to do it. And she said, anytime you have a chance to speak, you have a chance to change someone's mind. This is a chance to change some people's minds. So that really resonated with me, and I'm here to tell you what I honestly feel is both the problem and the solution to all of this. As a former police officer, I could look you directly in the eye and tell you with zero hesitation in my voice that George Floyd was not just killed by the police, he was murdered by the police. I was a police officer for 4 years for the Homewood Police Department, which is right outside Chicago. And I had joined the police department because I truly believed that at its core, the police officer profession was a noble one, to protect and to serve and to lay your life down to protect the innocent. I thought, what could be more noble than that? And I was well aware of all the problems that the police department was having with the community, and I was aware that it needed change, and I thought the best way to bring change to the police department is from within. That's why I joined. This is all happening because this is exactly what the system is designed to do. The system is not designed to help people, it's designed to hunt people. The earliest forms of the police department in this country were put together to capture runaway slaves. Yeah. So the system is doing exactly what it's meant to do. It's not here to help anyone, it's here to hunt them. People are talking about bringing reform to the police department as a potential solution to this crisis. And I'm here to tell you that is not the solution, because it's not the root problem here. The criminal justice system is designed to profit off of arresting black people. Every time I went to court, it was filled with black people. There was one white guy there for domestic battery, but everyone else was black, and they were arrested for traffic, retail theft, warrants, etc., etc. Every single person, every single month, it was filled, the entire courtroom was filled with black people. And the reason is because the criminal justice system profits off arresting people. Look at the private prison industry. It makes millions every year off of what? The arresting, detaining, and putting black people in custody. Who makes up the majority of the population in these prison industries? So when you have a criminal justice system that is designed to profit off of people getting arrested, and when you have a prison industry that is designed to profit off of people getting arrested and incarcerated, what are the police going to do? They're going to arrest people because it's profitable. So it's not police reform, it's not just the criminal justice system, it's the entire economic structure behind it. The system is not designed to help people, it's designed to hunt people. And until we reform the entire system and we get away any sort of profit motives, there will be no reform, there will be no change. You take the money and the profit out of it, that's when you'll see reform, that's when you'll see change. The Black Lives Matter movement isn't something that happened overnight. It's not something over one black man being murdered. This is 400 years of getting shoved and hit and kicked and spit on and beaten and murdered and raped, insulted and degraded and killed. This is 400 years of that. So the Black Lives Matter movement is essential to the survival of every black man and woman in this country. And yeah, there's going to be that permanent scar there. And the only way to really repair that relationship is massive change. And yes, it starts with the police. Usually when you're asking for immediate change, you're asking for too much, right? Things take time, but how much more time do you need? You know, Black brothers and sisters have been dying from racism and bigotry for over 400 years. So I think enough time has passed and we can implement some change. Some things that you can do to help empower yourself to bring that immediate change is to work with your local government officials, your mayor, even your chief of police, and implement a community-led review board that reviews all cases of excessive force. Everything from the incident to even repercussions and punishment, everything should be led by this community board. Why in the world would we ever allow the police department to review and investigate itself? It makes no sense. So that's something you can do immediately that will bring immediate change. You know, the way I'm using my presence as a WWE superstar to help combat bigotry is just my mere presence on screen with the name Mustafa Ali is a form of protest. You know, we as a society like to live in this little box where we try to fit everyone inside this box. Like, oh, if you're the black person, you're a thug. If you're Middle Eastern, you're a terrorist. And they want to put us inside this box, just refusing to live inside that box and being outside this box and refusing to conform in any way. And, you know, making them uncomfortable with that is my way of protest, is my way of combating bigotry, and I'll proudly continue to do it. Listen, I know there's a lot of anger and angst and fear and hatred going on in this country right now, and I want you to acknowledge it and accept it, because that is what's going to allow us to change. The system that is in play right now prioritizes profit over people. That's what our current system does right now. The police department, the criminal justice department, it prioritizes arresting people so that they can have a profit. It's as simple as that. And if you don't believe anything needs to change, if you think everything is fine with our police departments, if you think everything is fine with our criminal justice department, knowing that black men and women are dying every day because of it, what does that say about you?